the Cubs. Who's your favorite player?
Ashton Russell. And you!
Let me try again. Who's your favorite player?
Ashton Russell and you.
Cole Kyler was wearing that Rizzo jersey, but that's not his favorite player. The amazing conclusion to his great stories coming your way tonight.
He's Luke Stuckmeyer. I'm Layla Rahimi. You are in the loop. Let's go, no huddle. The Cubs are streaking. After losing 6 straight, they have righted the ship with 4 wins in a row. And now you can call them the first place Cubs as they take on the Marlins tonight right here on CSN.
B.J. Armstrong, quote, "I'll be very clear. I don't think that Bulls team could play in this era. But could the 96-97 Bulls beat the Warriors?" We're going to debate that with the only opinion that matters. That is the opinion of our Facebook fans.
Carlos Rodon made his first rehab start today for High A Winston-Salem. He went 3 1/3 innings, throwing 71 pitches, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, and struck out 6 batters. It's a step in the right direction after dealing with shoulder bursitis.
We broke out the Swedish for Dummies book to wish Nicholas Hjalmarsson happy birthday on Twitter. The Swedish defenseman is the big 3-0 today. Happy birthday, Hammer.
Pekka Rinne stood on his head in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. This is in the second period of the game last night. He made 3 insane saves and then got back in front of the net to make an impossible one. I mean, that was just stupid good play by Rinne. The Predators won 4-1, and it led to a bunch of very entertaining reactions worldwide.
Sure did. Time for our Lexus must-see video experience. Amazing, and Rinne's save is even better in Finnish.
Nyt kääntyy Pittsburgh nopea ja jälleen tulee Crosby läpi ja Joon Rinne kestää. Kiekko vielä pelissä. Ei mene! Pekka Rinne! Aivan älytön pysäytys Rinteeltä! Aivan älytön pysäytys Rinteeltä!
Suomi Kutsu, that is Finland calling Pekka Rinne's phenomenal save last night, stopping Sid the Kid twice, and then Getzel with the glove. Holy wow, this series is tied at 2.
So how much did fans like the win last night in Nashville? Too much! Check out this couple completely destroying this reporter's live shot. First of all, is that a light-up bracelet? Is she wearing a helmet? What is happening here?
Chris Harris is the name of the reporter. Isn't that the Bachelor's, the guy that's on The Bachelor, the host?
I don't watch The Bachelor.
I think that's the host.
I don't watch The Bachelor.
That was Makeout Monday, but it's turned back the clock Tuesday to this past November at a Hawks game. They may smush in Smashville, but these Hawks fans went puck wild in the crowd. This could be a new Sybaris ad.
I don't know what that is.
Sybaris? It's like the heart-shaped tubs and stuff.
Oh, so avert your eyes. What is more disturbing, the Blackhawks makeout or the Nashville makeout? I vote for the Blackhawks because there was nothing to celebrate. They were in the front row of a game, and they were supposed to be watching the game. At least a couple on the other side is celebrating something.
It wasn't that disturbing. Coach Q didn't even turn around.
No, but
I'll tell you this.
Didn't Kevin Dineen see it, though?
Yeah, Nashville was more desperate. If you watch the beginning of the reporter's live shot, the two are positioning themselves to try and get in his live shot. It's weak. It's wannabe Kardashian stuff. The Blackhawks couple was just caught up in the electric atmosphere of Blackhawks hockey.
No way. They were making out in the front row when they could have been watching a game.
On this day in Chicago sports history, 6 years ago, Jim Hendry and the Cubs drafted a high school kid named Javier Baez with the 9th overall pick in the amateur draft. Baez hit 22 homers his senior season in high school in 83 at-bats.
On this day 4 years ago, the Cubs selected Chris Bryant in the 2013 first-year player draft. He was taken 2nd overall. The Astros took Mark Appel first. He is currently in the Phillies minor league system. And Bryant, of course, Rookie of the Year and the reigning NL MVP.
That brings us to the list presented by State Farm. The Cubs' last 8 home runs have all come from their last 5 first-round draft picks. Schwarber with 2, Bryant with 2, Happ with 2, Baez and Almora each with a homer as well. Safe to say that Cubs draft has been paying off lately. Vote now on our live fan poll at csnchicago.com/vote. Other than Chris Bryant, which Cubs first-round pick has the highest ceiling out of this group? Is it Almora Jr., Baez, Happ, or Schwarber? And we bring in our Cubs game analyst, Jim Deshaies. Jim, that's a pretty impressive group right there. Does one of those guys have a higher ceiling than the rest in your mind? Almora, Baez, Happ, or Schwarber?
Wow, that's a very good question and not an easy one to answer. It's interesting because I had a similar conversation not too long ago with a good buddy of mine who's a scout who's in town, and we were talking about, you know, the good young core that the Cubs have, and he kind of was raving about Baez, and it's hard to argue with Javi because of the positional flexibility. Clearly, this is a kid that could play shortstop on an everyday basis and be a very good one at the major league level. He projects as a 30 home run guy. You know, when you talk about a ceiling, the swing and miss is a big part of it, of course, with Javi as well. So I can't really disagree with him with Javi's upside. But again, that's a tough question. I'll give the nod to Baez, but I think all of them are going to have great careers.
That's certainly what the vote is reflecting right now. It's almost an even split, actually, JD. Now, Jake Arrieta is coming off of a more familiar appearance against the Padres. He allowed just 1 run, struck out 7 batters, and only had 2 walks and a no decision. Can we expect to see another performance like that tonight here against the Marlins?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Jake is still a guy who is capable of dialing up a really good start. Wind's blowing in here tonight. He's been awfully good in this ballpark. The tough thing for Jake is he's had very few chances here. He's only made 3 starts here in his home ballpark this year. I was really encouraged by the way he threw the ball against the Padres. Velocity was up a little bit. Had a real nice curveball in that outing against San Diego. I still think Jake's the kind of guy that, you know, more times than not, he's going to go out and pitch a very competitive ball game. We're obviously spoiled by what he did 2 years ago, and then followed up, especially in the first half of last year. It's, you know, it'd be hard for anybody to duplicate what he did in his Cy Young year, but I still think Jake is very capable at pitching at a very high level.
Jim, Sunday was Happ leading off. He hit 2 home runs. Last night it was Zobrist. He was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Tonight it's John Jay leading off. Will that leadoff merry-go-round work for more than just a few weeks? Is that possible?
Yeah, I think there's probably too much made out of, you know, breaking down lineups and who's batting where in the batting order. If you have a bunch of good hitters, you're likely going to score enough runs. Obviously, you like to have on-base guys in front of power guys, people that can drive in runs. But whether it's Zobrist, John Jay, Happ, you know, Kyle Schwarber may end up back in the leadoff spot a little bit once he starts to find his groove at the plate. I don't think it really matters. You just want a high on-base presence in the top 2 spots in the batting order.
JD, we appreciate your insight and look forward to your call from the ballpark coming up at the top of the hour. Thank you.
My pleasure. Great to be with you, and I hope you get all sorted out on who was the best make-out scene at the rink was.
Listen, if you've got a vote, JD, you're welcome to cast one.
I do not. I'm going to have to review the video.
It's a difficult night.
Yeah, don't eat too much. It'll turn your stomach a bit. JD, thanks.
The Chicago Bears select Mitchell Trubisky, quarterback, North Carolina.
Hello, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, young Mitchell Trubisky is progressing as Bears OTAs continue at Hallis Hall. Today was the end of the 8th of 10 organized team activities. And even though the quarterback still hasn't signed yet with the team, he's still happy to be here and learning.
It's all about blocking out distractions, and how good you want to be is all about how much time you want to put in. So for me, it's been a huge focus to do that, block out everything else, and just come here and do my job. And it's nice. The only thing I have to worry about is football, and so it's been a lot of fun. It's football. It's what I was born to do. So, I mean, I just got to come out here, keep learning, keep getting better every day. But, yeah, I would say it's pretty natural. Just getting better every day. I've seen growth from day one to now. It's really been a huge turnover. Just coming out here, you feel like every day is the first day of practice, but now we're at, day 8, and I really feel like we're going back to the offense. Some of it's review, and I'm just going out there, and it's more I'm playing. I don't have to think as much. So just keep doing that, keep getting better, and keep grinding. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nicholas Chalmerson is 30. He's not the only Chicago athlete celebrating a birthday today. Bears defensive back Prince Amukamara is 28 today.
That's one. We're gonna get another one. We're gonna get another one.
It's the best laugh in minor league baseball. Only now it's the best laugh in all of Major League Baseball. It's a debut and a laugh that you'll never forget. Plus, our trilogy comes to its thrilling conclusion. Colt Kyler arrives at the friendly confines for his very first Cubs game, and the 9-year-old was a star amongst champions. Time now for our Crunchers Note of the Night. It's about the Cubs hitting the long ball. 2 or more homers in a game. And the boys in blue are 19-5 on the season. That's 100 percentage points better than the league average. The Cubs are a combined 10-22 when they homer less than twice in a game. Cubs and Marlins, top of the hour, right here on CSN tonight.
At Great Clips, we want you to love your haircut. That's why we created Clip Notes. Notes that tell us what you like, so you get your same great haircut every time, anywhere. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
If a payday loan isn't quite what you're looking for, try a Speedy Cash installment loan. You can get more cash, up to $1,500 with our convenient payment plan. Talk to one of our friendly associates about a Speedy Cash installment loan today.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Chicago Cubs are family, bonded by generations in the pursuit of late October nights through the best of times, the worst of times, and 108 years of prayer.
Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
Introducing the Wrigley Field Chrono by Original Grain, featuring wood reclaimed from original Wrigley Field seats. More than a timepiece, a piece of time. Visit originalgrain.com.
It's happening. It's happening.
In the modern world, you can control just about anything with an app.
Your son is turning on all the lights again.
And with the eSurance mobile app, you can do the same thing with your car insurance. Like access your ID card, file a claim, or manage your policy. It's so easy, it's almost scary.
Get out of here!
That's auto and home insurance for the modern world. eSurance, an Allstate company. Click or call.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at O'Reilly Auto, Home Depot, Pep Boys, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Speedy Cash is the name you can trust for delivering cash fast. Speedy Cash has competitive rates, fast, friendly service, and most importantly, they're state licensed. Relax. Speedy Cash has you covered.
Love that Speedy Cash.
Oh, he lost it, folks. Oh, no. That's one.
That is quite a major league debut for Brewers prospect Brett Phillips, who is playing in center for Milwaukee. Third inning, he guns down Denard Span, trying to stretch a gapper into a double, and then in the 8th inning, Phillips singles up the middle off of Jeff Samardzija to record his first major league hit. Phillips isn't just a hotshot prospect. He also had an amazing next-door neighbor growing up.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I cannot believe he grew up next door to the Macho Man.
That's a dream come true.
And he makes a hilarious cameo in that Donza Kuduro video by Tim Dillard for the Sky Sox. I digress. Thanks to sweeping the Cardinals and taking on another win, the Cubs are back in first place in the standings. Yep, the Cubs are 29-27, and they are in first place in the NL Central like nothing ever happened.
Put away the panic button. We have the lucky toga on our side. It's 4-0. Here's Chris Bryant on the Cubs' recent play.
Obviously back on track, feels good, winning 4 in a row. I saw we're tied for first now, so I just did not know where we were in the standings at all. It feels like things are back on track.
I just tried to get him a better pitch. It's just been working out well. I like the 8. I've said it before. I like the pitcher in the 8 spot for the pinch hitting purposes also. But then again, if you're trying to get somebody a better pitch, put him in the 9 hole. So we're going to try it again that way today with Addy.
Well, that was Joe Madden talking about his 9-hole hitter tonight. That guy, Addison Russell. John Jay is going to lead off, followed by Bryant, Rizzo, and Contreras in the cleanup spot. Hayward bats 5th, followed by Almora Jr., Baez, and Arrieta. Back to our live fan vote. Other than Chris Bryant, which Cubs first-round pick has the highest ceiling? Almora Jr., Baez, Happ, or Schwarber? Keep voting. CSNChicago.com/vote.
Up next, we stay at Clark and Addison. Anthony Rizzo was super excited to meet the viral sensation, fan Colt Kyler. But as he found out, the 9-year-old was more excited to meet someone else.
You just talked to Anthony Rizzo. What was that like?
Amazing.
He asked you who your favorite player was, right? Which would you say?
Addison Russell.
Field of Dreams come true. The final installment is next. You don't want to miss it. You are in the loop.
Tonight, the Cubs are cracking bats and taking names. Watch Game 2 versus the Marlins as things start to heat up at Wrigley. First pitches at 7 on CSN or stream live on the NBC Sports app.
Now, you can get 2 Arby's Ultimate BLTs for $6. So, with 10 total strips of thick-cut bacon, that works out to about a 100% chance of you coming to Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats.
I need new struts for my 2010 Chevy. Let me see struts by AC Delco, KYB, and any under $50.
We might be able to get some struts from the warehouse.
Why watch the counterman tap on his computer and hope he chooses the right part? Go to rockauto.com. Auto and body parts from hundreds of manufacturers. Choose the brands, prices, and features you want. Auto parts at the lowest price. Conveniently delivered to your home or business.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at Advance Auto, Walgreens, Ace, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Now get the 2017 Mazda 3 for 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash.
Look at it, Cole. I see. Look at this. Look at this.
So much cubby for you.
Look at this.
Well, Monday we took a brief dramatic pause. Colt Kyler and his family arriving at Wrigley Field on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. They arrived at about 10:45 in the morning at the ballpark.
The Kylers were lucky enough to park in the players' parking lot, and they got the VIP treatment starting from the beginning for the hardworking 9-year-old and his family. Here's Colt's Day at Clark and Addison. Enjoy.
Checking the runner at first.
I just have a couple mics on. Oh my gosh.
We're at Wrigley Field, home of the world champion Chicago Cubs. On a beautiful day, June 3rd. What's up, Brett? How you doing?
Good.
Doing good. How are you?
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
How you doing? How are you? What's your name?
Colt.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
You like the Cubs? Who's your favorite player?
Addison Russell. And you.
Let me try again. Who's your favorite player?
Addison Russell and you. And Chris. Hey, that was a nice double you hit last night.
Thank you. We'll win for you guys.
Okay.
All right? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Is that cool?
You tired? You want to sit down? What if it was in the Cubs dugout?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Look at
let's
that.
go.
I feel really short in here.
So you just talked to Anthony Rizzo. What was that like?
Amazing.
He asked you who your favorite player was, right? What would you say?
Addison Russell.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Addison. Nice
Hey.
to meet you guys. How's your day going?
Good.
That's good.
Can you sign my jersey?
Yeah, man. y'all's first game? Or?
This is my first game.
Very cool. Who's y'all's favorite player?
You're my favorite player.
Really? No way. Awesome. That was a pretty cool video. You guys are both hard workers, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Work hard on the farm?
Hi, my name is Pedro. So, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good?
How you like the dugout?
It's cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm. What's your Twitter handle?
It's Rim Reaper 52.
MVP!
You guys having fun?
Yeah.
The Cubs came together. Mr. John Lester gave us his seats for the game. So I'm going to go surprise Cole. We're sitting in John Lester's seats.
Thank you, John Lester.
Look at that. This has been here a long time. Long, long time. Hey. I love ya.
Daddy, is this? No, this is real.
Glad you're here. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Josh, there's your helper.
Little guy just has a tremendous work ethic everywhere he goes. Yeah.
Looks good.
Every time we come back, when we're sitting out there, we'll say, remember the time we sat down here in John Lester's seat?
Deep to center. Fowler back on it. Hill wants it. Go! Schwarber in the air. Deep left center. Back toward the wall. It's a grand slam. Well, baby. Kyle Schwarber gives the Cubs a lead.
Listen to the madness. This place is going nuts.
My number 5 favorite moment was help water the field. My number 4 favorite thing was the drive-in. Getting to meet all the players and get their autographs. Getting to touch the ivy. My number 1 favorite thing is to be here at the game with my family and my dad.
What an amazing opportunity. We got to see that game through his eyes. I am not surprised at all because he got those tickets for working hard on the farm.
Sure
one
did.
of his favorite things to do is work with the grounds crew and water the grass in the infield.
That is the true red carpet treatment. And, you know, Roger Baird keeps that field looking perfect, but it looked extra good Saturday. Those lines were just right at Wrigley Field. All right, moving on In the Loop. Once again, looking live at that beautiful ballpark. Your last chance to vote on our fan poll. Other than that guy, Chris Bryant, which Cubs first-round pick has the highest ceiling still? Almora, Baez, Happ, or Schwarber? Final results are coming in next. You are In the Loop.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor. Available at O'Reilly Auto, Home Depot, Pep Boys, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Chicago Cubs are family, bonded by generations in the pursuit of late October nights, through the best of times, the worst of times, and 108 years of prayer.
Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
Introducing the Wrigley Field Chrono by Original Grain, featuring wood reclaimed from original Wrigley Field seats. More than a timepiece, a piece of time. Visit originalgrain.com.
Hey, Illinois drivers, I need your help to make our roads as safe as possible. For starters, cars and trucks, please be extra careful when driving next to each other. Whoa! Also, if your phone isn't hands-free, it's illegal to use when driving in Illinois.
So drop it and drive.
And remember, when you see orange signs, look for the unexpected. Something ahead could result in a crash. See orange, slow down, save lives. Together, we can make zero fatalities a reality. Always drive safely and embrace the orange.
A home is where life is lived. The unmistakable beauty and performance of Unilock pavers and walls enrich the quality of outdoor living, where perfect settings and cherished moments become memories that last a lifetime. Live life beautifully with Unilock.
Can I get you anything?
No, I'm fine.
This year for Father's Day, give Dad the gift he really wants. To keep his pride and joy looking like new, give him a gift from WeatherTech. Go to WeatherTech.com or visit our factory store in Bolingbrook. Happy Father's Day from WeatherTech.
95-96 Bulls or the Warriors, who you taking? CSN Facebook page coming up strong as always. Jim says Bulls. We would also take their coach away from them, LOL. With new rules, Jordan and Pippen and them would be even better than now. If you have to think about this question, you don't know anything about basketball, Bulls would give them the business, says Michael. That's not MJ.
Brian Boland saying the Bulls in 5, defense wins championships, and the Bulls won't let the Warriors shoot outside all day. Charlie saying I'll bite if they play today's rules. Golden State in 5 or 6 if they play by the Bulls. Of the 90s, it would be Bulls in 6. So we asked you on our fan vote, other than Chris Bryant, which Cubs first-round pick is the highest ceiling? Right now, your leading vote getter is Javi Baez. Thanks for watching.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Now get the 2017 Mazda 3 for 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash.
Get in the game with Cricket Wireless. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. And if you switch now, you can get a brand new smartphone for free with plans that start at only $30 per month. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
This is the original light beer. Brewed to be everything you want in a beer and less. Miller Lite. Hold true.
It's not just a car. It's your daily retreat. Innovative technology, refined styling, that feeling you can only find in a Lexus. Go ahead, spoil yourself. The ES and ES Hybrid. Experience amazing.
The home runs are piling up, and so are the wins on this homestand. 4-0, and now Jake gets his turn tonight against the Marlins on CSN. Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. It is still on the cool side, but clear skies above, wind blowing in as we get you set for Game 2 tonight, as the Cubs look for their 5th in a row to start this homestand, hosting the Miami Marlins. Great to have you with us. The Cubs are back in first place, tied with Milwaukee going into tonight. Jim Deshaies, Len Kasper, and they turn to Jake Arrieta this evening.
Jake Arrieta, really good last time out against the San Diego Padres. He's been outstanding at Wrigley Field throughout his career. Problem is he hasn't pitched here much this year. Just 3 starts here in his home ballpark. He's 2-0 with a 3.06, 27-12 lifetime here with a 2.24 ERA. This will be the Marlins' first look at Jake since 2014.
Cubs are 4-1 against the East, and they're starting to get in a nice groove here at home, and still the rest of this week to be played. The Rockies come in Thursday night, but still 2 more against the Marlins. Coming up, Jake Arrieta will pitch in a place he's had so much success in, Wrigley Field. Left-hander Jeff Locke for the Marlins will have the first pitch next.
The summer of Camry is in full swing with savings you'll have to see to believe. Find deals like never before on the 2017 Camry that's designed with you in mind. Sleek, safe, and smart, Camry is turning up the heat on summer savings so you can keep your cool. Get yours before it's gone. See your local Toyota dealer during the summer of Camry and lease a new 2017 Camry for $199 a month. Or get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Fields, we're known for our complimentary loaners. Hello, I'm Dan Fields, and now you can take a loaner home and keep it.
It's Fields' first ever loaner sales event.
Every current low mileage, hand-picked and pampered loaner will be sold or leased for less, like this.
And now at Fields BMW Northfield, get 0% APR financing for 36 to 72 months on every BMW loaner in stock.
Fields' first ever loaner sales event. But hurry, this is a limited time offer.
Fields BMW Northfield. FieldsBMWNorthfield.com.
As a young man, I worked in the steel mills, where I learned the value of honest hard work. It's also where I saw firsthand how lives can be changed by tragic moments, how individuals or their families struggled in the aftermath. And it was then that I decided my life's work, that while I may not be able to prevent tragic moments, I could fight to help better the lives of those who suffered them.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Lexus, who encourages you to experience amazing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Ford, who invites you to go further in their fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Menards, save big money at Menards. And Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Nice night here at the ballpark. It is a bit on the cool side, and the wind is blowing in. The blue skies above. Should be a nice night for Cubs baseball. They look for their season best 5th consecutive win. Back into first place. And 2 games over the 500 mark. And let's check out the Miami Marlins Southwest starting lineup that will face Jake Arrieta tonight. D. Gordon in the leadoff spot. Stanton, Yelich, Ozuna, JT Realmuto, the catcher, followed by JT Riddle, the shortstop. Tyler Moore is at first base. Justin Bohr placed on the DL earlier this afternoon. Christian Colon gets to start at third, and the pitcher Jeff Locke will bat ninth.
And we check in with the Cubs defensively this evening. They set up this way. John Jay will play left. Albert Almora Jr. center. Jason Hayward is in right. Strong up the middle with Russell and Baez. Bryant and Rizzo on the corners. Wilson Contreras is the catcher, and the Lexus starting pitcher is Jake Arrieta. Lexus experience amazing, and Jake is out there for the 12th time this year. 5 up, 4 down with a 4.60 ERA. Check out the walks and strikeouts. Very good numbers there. 71 punch-outs against 17 walks in 62 and 2/3 innings. He's been hurt by the home run ball. He's allowed 11 home runs this year. League bats .272 against him. And as I mentioned in the open, Marlins haven't seen a whole lot of Jake. Just 2 starts for him against them, both coming back in 2014. So he doesn't have a lot of experience against their hitters, nor do they have much of a book on him.
Mid-Michigan native Paul Emmel is the crew chief. He's back of the plate. Quinn Wolcott, Scott Barry, and Brian O'Nora around the bases. Here we go. It's Arrieta and Gordon, and the first pitch misses outside for a ball. 8 starts on the road. This is only his 4th at home. He's got a .520 away from Wrigley, .306 here at home. 2 balls, no strikes. .67 degrees, so a little warmer tonight. Still a pretty stiff wind coming out of the north at 15.
Yeah, make sure you got your paperweight handy. He's going to be blowing around here. Arrieta over his last 3 starts, a .250 ERA, 18 innings of work, 22 strikeouts against 4 walks.
That is foul past third. Cubs a 3-1 winner last night. Hit a couple of balls out of the ballpark. Gordon with a sac fly in the 6th supplied the Marlins lone tally. Game 2 of 7 in the season series. Now 2-2 on him. Lefty's doing a ton of damage against Jake. Been a lot better against righties. Another foul.
Yeah, and you hate to keep saying last year or 2 years ago, but look at the numbers for Jake. He hit less than 200 against him last season. Throwing his sinker more frequently, not as many 4-seam fastballs.
Swing and a miss on a curve to get him.
Yeah, and that's been a pitch he's used more frequently this year, and to great effect of late. You know, an outstanding curveball last time out against the Padres. This is really becoming a go-to pitch for him to put guys away, more so than that slider.
Here's Stanton, 1 for 4 with a double in the opener. Last Friday passed Mike Lowell for the Marlins all-time career RBI lead. He and Evan Longoria of the Rays, the only active players to lead their franchises in both career homers and RBIs. One and one. 2014. Stanton has done a fair amount of damage against the Cubs. Only 2 of his home runs against the Cubs have been in this ballpark, and they came in the same game. The trajectory of that home run was something else, and that's something very few guys can do like Stanton. Hit that low liner that just
the other way too
keeps going.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Well, the strikeout rate is down a little bit for Stanton this year, and you know, we've been told that he's taking a more disciplined approach at the plate, willing to shoot the ball the other way. Got a little out of that approach in a big situation last night. Mike Montgomery got him to chase a couple curveballs.
That one hit really hard on the ground into center for a base hit. So a one-out base runner now. Yelich, the center fielder, 0 for 4 last night. That snapped a career starting 12-game Wrigley Field hit streak. The kick and the pitch. It's a strike. Cubs back in a virtual tie for first with the Brewers, who lost to the Giants last night. Milwaukee with an early 1-0 lead over San Francisco in the second inning in that ball game. Chase Anderson for the Brewers, Matt Cain for the Giants. Hernan Perez with a home run.
I'm trying to get him to roll over on a sinker here. It's funny I mentioned that Jake is throwing his sinker more often this year than in the past and backing away from the four-seamer. So you would think with that approach the ground ball rate would be up. But in fact it's actually down significantly. More outs in the air than he's had in the past, and obviously he's had more balls leave the ballpark than we're used to seeing.
Awkward cut by Yelich. 1-2.
Yeah, he's got good stuff here tonight. We saw one fastball go up at 94. We saw the good curveball to put away Gordon, and now the slider inducing an ugly swing from a guy who doesn't take many.
And that'll make a hitter talk to himself like Yelich was just doing. Holds his hands high. Short lead by Stanton, and to the plate, it's in the dirt. Trying to get him on the curveball that struck out D. Gordon. Silver Slugger Award for Yelich last year with .298, 21 homers, knocked in 98. Gold Glover in left back in 2014. Now plays center.
It's a swing and miss from a lot of guys. He just tracks the ball very well, very disciplined, typically sees a lot of pitches.
Yelich was their first-round pick back in 2010, 23rd overall. 3-2, Stanton on the move, and that ball lined foul to left. With the win last night, the Cubs improved to 18-11 here at home after a pretty sluggish start in the friendly confines. They've been grooving. Stanton goes again on another foul, so they have now rattled off 7 straight and 11 out of 13 here at home.
Yeah, you want to create that good winning vibe in your home ballpark. Sense of anticipation every day when you come to the yard that something good is going to happen. Just looking over for a little guidance. What are we going to do here? How are we going to finish him off? Let's try the changeup. Not sure he's thrown one yet.
Arrieta set at the waist. Stanton runs, bounced, foul. Good battle brewing here. 8 pitches and counting, with Marcell Ozuna waiting on deck.
Yeah, this is a good group here. decimated a little bit by injury, but their core players are having solid years. Yelich will put up a real good fight. Arrieta, as you know, has had his issues in the first inning, has a first inning ERA above 8.
Runner goes, ball 4.
It was just a case of Yelich just hanging in there and just taking Jake out of his comfort zone. Tried to backdoor curveball and didn't finish it.
Now Ozuna, who leads all NL outfielders in batting average. He has a nice streak going of 4 consecutive 2-hit games. Curveball didn't find the plate. Stanton with the single. Yelich followed up with a 9-pitch walk.
So Marlin outfield, one of the most productive in all of baseball. You see the numbers for Stanton, Yelich, and Ozuna. A lot of production from this trio. If you're looking for outfield production, you got to go east. Only the Nationals have a higher OPS from their outfield than the Marlins, and only the Mets have hit more home runs in the outfield than the Marlins.
Ozuna was able to hold, and it's 2-1. Great story last year. He was a starter for the National League in the All-Star game after being demoted to the minors the season before, just after an 0-for-3 here at Wrigley Field. So a nice comeback story in 2016 for Ozuna. And off to a really good start. That curve looked good, but couldn't get the call from Paul Emmel. It's 3-1.
Puts Ozuna in a hitter's count. This is a good breaking ball on the plate. Emmel deemed it a little low.
That's a strike.
Kind of passive there in that 3-1 heater up in the zone.
They are making him work here in the first inning. This will be his 27th pitch. We'll see what the runners do. They are not going, and it's low for ball 4. Two pretty stingy plate appearances by Yelich and Ozuna to load the bases, and it'll bring up the catcher, Real Muto.
Yeah, I thought Ozuna was a little passive on 3-1, but he did a real nice job laying off that 3-2 pitch. It's an action pitch a lot of the time. It's sinker over the plate on 3-2. Guy who gets paid to drive in runs, normally anxious there, looking to swing. Sometimes when you see that, you just wonder if the hitter's got it in his mind that he's going to see breaking ball.
It's Jacob Tyler Real Muto. Bases full and 1 out. Marlins came into this series hot off an 8-2 homestand before being cooled off on a cold night last night. Strike 1 called.
Eddie Butler, outstanding work last night, picked up the win, 5 2/3 innings of 1-run ball, and then Mike Montgomery went the rest of the way to get the save.
One strike pitch, swing and a miss. There's Mr. Butler.
He's in that happy zone day after a W, just hanging out. Feeling good about life.
See if they can turn it. They get only one. Just not a lot of rhythm there. And Real Muto runs well, so he'll get an RBI on the fielder's choice, and it's 1-0 Marlins.
Yeah, a little trouble there as the ball handcuffs Russell. You see, he never did really fully secure it in his glove. Hit the heel of his glove. Took him a beat or two to get it into his throwing hand, and that upset the timing and took away the double play.
So a run in, runners at first and third, and now it's the shortstop, another JT Riddle.
It felt like a double play off the bat.
Joshua Travis Riddle takes a strike. Yelich getting some instructions from their third base coach, Freddie Gonzalez. And the 0-1 off the inside. The only patches of sunlight on the field are right on the mound and in front of it, and deep center field. Everything else in the shade. One and two.
Blew that one right by him.
Well, the days will get longer for a couple of more weeks. Gorgeous night here at Wrigley. Runner takes off from first, swing and a miss. Riddle's out. But the Marlins made Jake Arrieta grind through the opening inning. They score one, and the Cubs are coming up when we come back.
So why do your low fares come with 2 free bags, unlike the other guys?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
And why do your low fares stay so low?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
Why am I wasting time with that other airline?
When you should be with me instead.
Yes. What? Southwest.
Hey, Chicago. Say yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
What's more powerful than the winds of a Cat 5 hurricane? An Echo backpack blower. So, yeah, it'll clear a path. Power on and on.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Okay, got it. Rumor confirmed. They're playing.
What?
We gotta go.
Where?
San Francisco.
When?
Friday.
We gotta go.
Any airline, any hotel, anytime. Go where you want, when you want, with no blackout dates. The Travel Rewards credit card from Bank of America. It's travel better connected.
Now let's look in on the Cubs Southwest starting lineup, written out by manager Joe Madden. John Jay gets the start in the leadoff spot, and in left, Bryant, Rizzo, Contreras in the cleanup spot tonight. Hayward batting 5th in right. Albert Almora Jr.'s 2nd consecutive start. He homered against his hometown team last night. Baez at second base. Pitcher bats 8th. Addison Russell to shortstop 9th.
And the fish in the field. Ozuna, Yelich, Stanton, a very talented group in the outfield. Colon, the former Royal, at third. Riddle, the Riddler, and Commissioner Gordon in the middle of the diamond. Tyler Moore is the first baseman. JT Real Muto is the catcher. And here's Jeff Locke, the lefty. We've seen a bunch of him over the years with the Pittsburgh Pirates. In his career, 35 and 38 with a .439 earned run average, making just his 2nd start this year. He's plagued by some bicep tendonitis. Has been on the DL up until just a few days ago.
His first start was pretty good. And a strike on John Jay, and the leadoff man is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If John gets a hit here, Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Left doesn't bother Joe Madden much in terms of getting Jay into the lineup, and he said he wanted to get him in to keep him fresh. Probably won't start again the rest of this week. He's been great off the bench, 9 out of 20 in the pinch, including a game-winning hit on Sunday night versus the Cardinals. You notice that exaggerated turn by Locke. It's something he did much of his career. He kind of got rid of it, and now this season has brought it back. Couple of bounces to Riddle, who is positioned perfectly, and he gets Jay.
Yeah, Riddle's got pretty good feet out there. Good-looking defender. At Locke's, I remember him having some turn. I don't remember him having that much of a turn. Riddle reading the hop, retreats, gobbles it up, knows he has plenty of time.
Well, in terms of the motion of Locke, it's a turnkey operation. So
his numbers against the Cubs, not good. 10 starts, a couple relief appearances, 1-4 with a 6 ERA.
Chris just broke his bat.
And the friendly confines have been anything but friendly to Locke. 0-3 here at Wrigley with an 8.42 earned run average. And Rizzo and Hayward in particular have posted very good numbers against him. It's not shabby either.
The left-hander fires, and it's in tight. And Bryant, who had the game-winning homer in the very first inning last night, 2-run shot off Dan Straley. Chris has not been compiling a lot of hits lately, but both of his hits on the homestand have been homers. There's a non-home run base hit. Right on cue.
You start that compilation. Little changeup. Get some fade down and away, and didn't really have great action. It was down and away a little bit, but still on the plate. Bryant keeps his nose right on it. Good swing.
Well, as I look at this lineup, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in the Cubs lineup who are from Florida. John Jay from Miami.
Yep.
Anthony Rizzo's from South Florida. Albert Almora Jr. from Miami. Javier Baez from Puerto Rico, but went to high school in Jacksonville. And Addison Russell is from Pensacola.
Yeah.
I would like to tell you I did that research before the game, but I just noticed it.
It's good work.
Thank you.
So
it doesn't mean anything. It's just more
something. It's something
interesting, since we are playing the Marlins. The former Florida Marlins, now the Miami Marlins.
Yeah, and the Miami Marlins, for a long time there was a minor league team in Miami.
Did Satchel Paige
that sounds right.
might have pitched for them.
Yeah.
Part of the deal with their new ballpark in downtown Miami was to change the name.
Ooh, Paul Emmel.
Not sure what the count is. We've got 2-2. They've got 3-1 on the board. It is 2-2. So
should be 0-4.
Our crew is all over it.
Riz, take advantage, man. He's a good 0-4 hitter.
Punch to left, and that ball will drop foul.
Mentioned Anthony against Jeff Locke. 385. Pretty good sample, too. 26 at-bats. It's 10 out of 26, and 4 of those 10 hits have been home runs.
Yeah, Satchel Paige pitched for the former version of the Miami Marlins in their first season in 1956. As Rizzo fouls at the plate. Bill Veeck had been recruited to help launch and promote the club that year. Did Bill Veeck work for every baseball team ever in some capacity?
Well, whether he knew it or not, he did.
Yes, he did. Locke with a 2-2 off the end of the bat and just wide of third.
Every team that ever tried something outside the box.
Well, as we look out at the ivy here at Wrigley Field and the scoreboard, all that stuff, that Bill Veeck's footprints all over it. Hit something, and I guess the bat. Foul ball.
Yeah, I guess that's what Paul Emmel was signaling. Maybe got the knob of the bat. Anthony choked up. Yeah, no, got up above the hands.
Yeah, Veeck was a popcorn vendor here. 1937. It was his idea to plant ivy on the walls. There goes Bryant and bounced foul.
And Joe Madden feels pretty comfortable sending Bryant here with Rizzo up at 2 strikes because of Anthony's ability to put the ball in play.
In the air to right field. Stanton over near that side wall, and he's going to have room to make the catch. Bryant will hold it first. That's out number 2. And we'll bring up Wilson Contreras. 2 hits last night, and the out he made was a fly to the warning track.
Yeah, a ball that on many days would have landed in the bleachers.
These 2 pitchers are getting their money's worth here in the first inning. A combined 52 pitches already. Arrieta made 34. And Locke on 18 and counting. That's a strike. Bryant singled with 1 out. Now there are 2. Only a 1 swing and a miss. Good changeup from Locke.
Yeah, it's always been a big part of his game. Locke actually made the All-Star team in 2013. He finished 10-7 that year with a .352, making 30 starts for the Pirates, but had an outstanding first half.
I want to give a shout out to the Central Iowa firefighters working tonight. They've got us on. And hope it's a very quiet night for you guys. 0-2. Bounced back to the mound. And at the end of 1, it's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing.
The Honda Perfect Accord sales event is your chance to get an incredible deal on the Accord, which has been named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record-breaking 31 times. To celebrate, we have amazing offers on the Honda Accord, which has a 5-star overall vehicle score. The Honda Accord is also the best-selling car in its class. Race in to the Honda Perfect Accord sales event and get a great deal on the Accord today at your Honda dealer.
At King's Hawaiian, we believe that when great food and laughs are shared with others, life's just more fun. And who better to share it with than those closest to us, our neighbors? So, pull the grill out front, America. Be sure to have plenty of King's Hawaiian buns and barbecue sauce on hand. And let's make this the summer of the block party. This summer, you could have Dirks Bentley at your block party. Learn more at goodmorningamerica.com/blockparty.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'm gonna let you know we belong together. We belong together.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. That's why State Farm protects them together to help life go right. Combine and save. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Cubs trailing 1-0 here in the second at Wrigley Field. This is a Miller Lite game report. Arrieta back out on the bump, and a lot's been made of his drop in velocity this season. And earlier today, Joe Madden was asked whether or not, if the mid to upper 90s don't show up for Jake this season, can he still be effective? Can he still be successful? And Madden went on to say, I'll take effective velocity. If he can command his fastball, Madden says he still thinks 92, 93, 94 can play for Jake. But JD, I ask you, how big of an adjustment or how challenging can that be for a guy who has relied on his power so much like Arrieta?
Well, yeah, I think he's, he still has at least a major league average fastball. In the last couple of starts, it's been on the uptick a little bit.
He's hit 94 tonight.
Yeah, we saw 94. We saw 94 in San Diego. He's not averaging 94, 95 like he did a couple years ago. But if he's, touching 94, averaging 93, and he still has real good action on the sinker and with his breaking stuff, he's got plenty to be a top of the rotation guy. He's run into some funky stuff this year. He's given up a bunch of home runs. You normally don't see that from him. He's had some innings get away from him. But when you just look at the quality of his stuff, he's still very capable of pitching at a real high level.
Well, and we've often said he really has above average stuff across the board with his power slider or cutter. And the curveball has been used quite a bit, as you mentioned earlier, and I like his changeup too.
Yeah, he's by no means a one-trick pony. It's a wide assortment of pitches. He's got that funky crossfire delivery that adds deception. I think the problem, and problem might not be the right word, but the narrative around Arrieta, he was so good 2 years ago when he was throwing 95 plus all those other attributes. Everybody wants to see that again.
Hayward makes the grab, and Moore is retired. That'll bring up Christian Colon, who began the year with Kansas City, designated for assignment May 10th, and then 6 days later claimed on waivers. Sixth start with the Marlins. Hey, did you get your floppy hat?
No,
tonight?
not yet. I'm anxious, so hopefully we get a couple delivered up here.
2014 wild card game against Oakland. Game tying RBI, game ending run in the 12th to send the Royals to the division series, as Russell will throw him out.
Cub fans, it's June in Chicago, and it's a great time to see a game at beautiful Wrigley Field. Tickets are still available for this homestand. especially for tomorrow's series finale with the Marlins and Thursday night's opening series matchup with the Rockies. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com.
Here's the pitcher locked, and he looks at a strike.
He's still first place Colorado Rockies. And for 4 games beginning Thursday, they have a 1-game lead over the Dodgers out west.
And they're starting a 2-gamer with the Indians in Denver tonight. Swing and a miss, inning over. He has now retired 5 in a row. Trails 1-0 in the second.
Ah, graduation day. A time for parents to beam with pride as your youngsters embark on a swell future. All but one, that is. You see, Billy thought it would be neat to try Taco Bell's new boldly seasoned naked chicken chips dipped in a sinful side of nacho cheese sauce. By graduating to these crispy triangles of temptation, the only diploma Billy will receive is a master's degree in being hooked.
Actually, it's a bachelor's in fine arts, and these things are awesome.
What a waste.
Brought to you by the Council for Eating Fried Chicken the same way you always have, and not Taco Bell.
If you love to watch what you want, when you want it, anywhere you want, Xfinity is the clear choice with this incredible offer. Get internet and TV with a choice of HBO or Showtime for just $29.99 a month. Download the Xfinity Stream app and your content is mobile. Ask how to get up to 75 megabits of download speed for just $10 more a month for 12 months. Get started today with in-home internet service of 25 megabits per second, all for just $29.99 per month for 1 year. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Menards is your one-stop home improvement center. And now during our construction sale, you'll save big on everything for your home. From lumber to lights, doors to floors, paint to power tools. Menards has it all. Flexzilla premium garden hoses have hybrid polymer construction. A 5/8 by 50-foot hose is $24.99 after rebate. A Pegasus folding work table from Works includes 2 clamps and 4 clamp dogs to hold work securely. Just $99 now during Menards construction sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back. We take a look at a couple of shining stars down on the farm. Victor Caratini, who was impressive in spring training, continues to impress. Player of the month for the Cubs in the minor leagues. 366 average, 3 long balls, OPS of 971. And right-handed pitcher Duncan Robinson, 2-1 with an ERA of 1. 27 innings. He struck out 24 and walked but 2. He's with the South Bend club.
6'6", 230, product of Dartmouth, 9th round pick.
Got a lot of great memories for that moment.
And then there was this.
Play.
Yeah, why not?
This is going to be a triple play. Elliott Soto throws back to second to force out Van Slyke, and then the runner Muncy sliding into second.
Yeah, the Iowa Cubs.
And I believe about every 3rd game I beg for one.
6th in iCubs history. I guess they've got a local TV promotion. A family won $8,000 as a result of that triple play. How about that?
That's pretty slick.
The 0-1 on Hayward is off the outside corner. Jacob Hanneman, promoted to AAA recently. His batting is 180 at AA. This one will drop. Yelich can't quite get to it. Bloop single for Hayward to start the inning.
Marlins play pretty deep in the outfield. I'm sure Jeff Locke thought when this ball left the bat it was going to be an out. But with that wind blowing in, and you'll see the break here from Yelich, a little bit of a hesitation, maybe even a drop step back. You see that a lot. That's kind of a trajectory ball off the bat. Outfielder thinks he's going to have to make a play going backwards, and by the time he adjusts, it's too late.
Almora Jr. in the lineup, despite the fact that he bruised his right forearm during batting practice. Ran into the wall. So playing balls off the bat. Unfortunately, he's in one piece.
Yeah, I didn't see that take place. I saw the end result when he actually went down. He went to his back out there in center field, and P.J. Manville, the trainer, had to go out and attend to him. That's next level, man, when you're running into brick walls during BP.
Yeah. Juan Cabreja and Dave Martinez got floppy hats, but you did not. Starting to wonder.
I have every confidence that floppy hats are going to show up in this booth at some point tonight.
3-0 on Almora. Hayward being held by Moore. That is a strike. Albert homered last night. It was special for him because he said family and friends were watching back home in South Florida.
Yeah, see, that's what all these Florida guys in the lineup. It's boosting Marlins television ratings.
Hayward runs, ball 4, and the Cubs rallying. And toward the bottom of the order. First and second, nobody out for Javi Baez. Speaking of Marlins television, congratulations to Todd Hollinsworth, our colleague, who is now the full-time Marlins TV analyst, along with Rich Waltz, one of the best in the business. And
Holly looks like he's dressed like Milburn Drysdale over there.
He cleans up well, doesn't he?
Let's see if I can get a car loan.
Here's Baez, 0 for 3 last night.
It's all that time he spent with Cap rubbing off.
Yes. I think Cap would have maybe bought him a suit as a going away
farewell,
gift.
Yeah.
Strike on Baez.
Paul Emble, strike zone. Hard to pin down so far here tonight.
Clock is from the Northeast, New Hampshire.
Conway, New Hampshire. Didn't he have a nickname, the Conway Comet or something?
Redstone Rocket.
Redstone Rocket. I knew there was something aerospace about it.
It's located in the very picturesque Mount Washington Valley. Have you ever spent any time up there?
I have not.
It's beautiful. Locke once said, "It's so beautiful, it's like being on vacation every day." Moore was looking for some help. Infield fly rule, and he camps under it and makes the catch. So that's the first out, and it'll bring up the pitcher, Arrieta. Remember the conversation we had the other day about the infield fly rule and bunts are exempt? That night, Rich Hill, with runners at first and second, I believe, was going to bunt and had his hands kind of together, but it was a little slash bunt. He popped it up into the outfield, and they did call the infield fly rule. They said it was not a bunt, but it was about as close to a bunt as you can get. So I guess ironic we were having that conversation. Strike on Arrieta. See, I would say it was a coincidence, but I would say it was ironic because I thought it looked like a bunt. So irony would mean the opposite happened when we said that you can't bunt into an infield fly, and it looked like Rich Hill did. But I think common sense prevailed in talking to an umpire supervisor. Generally, if a ball is in the air and it gets to the outfield, almost by definition, it's not a bunt.
It's more than a bunt. Yeah, it's a slug bunt, or it's a... Was it a Doug or Dinsdale Piranha that was noted for his sharp irony?
Called strike 3, so Locke Has a fighting chance of getting out of this inning with no damage as he'll face Addison Russell with 2 outs.
Yeah, big chance for Addy. Obviously, it's been a tough go for him. Hitting just .213. Hasn't done a whole lot here lately. And he's begun to lose playing time as he and Baez are in this rotation at shortstop now. Just got to make sure you get a pitch. Don't get too anxious.
Well, remember the last guy got moved down to the 9 spot. He had a game-winning grand slam on Saturday. Kyle Schwarber. Russell, not all that unfamiliar, batting 9th. He hit there a lot 2 years ago in his rookie season.
And no doubt his numbers are off, but he only had 4 home runs at this point of last season. What did he end up with, 21?
Sounds right. Off the inside corner. Yep, 21 and 95. And just under 600 plate appearances in graphic form, what JD was just talking about. Two and two.
Reminding himself after that swing to kind of stay through the ball. Don't pull off. Try to stay through the middle.
Three and two, so the runners will be in motion here with 2 outs.
Double ought to get you 2 here. He likes his changeup and fastball counts. He also wants to buy a little time and think it over. Clearly not on the same page, and they're going to start fresh. He wants to talk about it.
And while they do, the Cardinals, trying to avoid their 5th straight loss, are down 10-0 at Cincinnati in the 5th inning. Adam Wainwright went 3 2/3, gave up 9 runs, all earned.
Ouch. We've been going along nicely here lately.
There go the base runners, and a Tapper fair. And the Cubs strand a couple. Leadoff single, then the walk. And that's it. 1-0 Miami after 2.
1 foot in the door, 1 foot in the grave. 1 steps back at 2, 2 is unafraid. Parody door, rap, single, double, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. I'm attorney Howard Ankin with Cubs great Andre Dawson.
Hard work is the best way to succeed. That's why if you need a lawyer, you need to call my Hawk, Howard.
If you or someone you know needs help with an injury case, call me. 312-6-million. Injury law, made personal.
Just bought a 2016 Mini from Bill Jacobs and could not be happier. The service is top-notch.
Honestly, it's the best car buying experience my wife and I ever had.
These are the reviews we get all the time from our customers.
As soon as you walk through the door, you'll know this is going to be different. The showroom, the cars, but most importantly, the people. Because at Bill Jacobs Mini in Naperville, it's the cars that bring you in, but the experience that brings you back. Test drive a Mini today at Bill Jacobs Mini, 2491 Aurora Avenue in Naperville.
Why does Gerald Kia of Naperville sell more new Kias than anyone else in Illinois? Simply because we have the largest inventory in Chicagoland and customer service fitting of Kia's exclusive President's Club. The Summers on Us sales event is going on now with no payments for 5 months, plus 0% APR for up to 66 months. And every Kia is backed by our Gerald exclusive lifetime warranty. Come in today to see these hot deals for yourself only at Gerald Kia of Naperville on Aurora Avenue in Naperville or at GeraldKiaNaperville.com.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm.
Dare to live in full color with Blue Man Group, the spectacular collision of comedy, theater, rock concert, and dance party all rolled into one. Catch our boys in blue at the Briar Street Theater. Call 800-BLUE-MAN or visit blueman.com.
Swing and a miss by D. Gordon. Struck out to start the game. Cornermen pulled in around to left in the outfield, and Jay close to the line and really shallow.
More likely to shoot it the other way with Arrieta with that running fastball, that sinker down and away. And not likely to drive it over Jay's head. Doesn't have much power the other way. Has not hit a home run yet this year.
Very late swing that time. And count it 0-2. The Astros have won 11 in a row. And they're leading again 1-0 at Kansas City in the third. Their club record winning streak is 12. They've done it twice. Sharply hit grounder right to Baez.
The hitting star for the Reds tonight in that lopsided game against the Cardinals. Not Votto, not Suarez, not Schebler. Scooter Gennett. 3 out of 3, 2 home runs. He's driven in 7.
Wow. He might have a couple more ABs tonight. Stanton with a ground ball, diving stop. Chris Bryant, throw to first. He got him. Nicely done by Bryant. 2 down.
Looking for back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings is Arrieta, and he gets a little help from Chris Bryant here. The long man laying out quickly to his feet because Stanton moves well.
Well, we know Chris Bryant always seems to hit home runs when Jake Arrieta starts, so why not make some nice defensive plays too, right? Hey, I got a question for you. Can you name the major league player with the longest hitting streak this season? It ended last night. 19 games.
American League or National League?
American League. I'll give you 43 guesses.
Art Vandelay.
No. Should I just tell you?
What are his initials?
You still won't get it.
People at home can play along.
WM.
WM?
Yeah.
Warren Morris. Wally Moses. I got nothing.
Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield.
Yeah.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
If I gave you unlimited guesses, would you have gotten it?
I would have had a lot more clues.
Nice job by Arrieta. Love getting ground ball outs. 1-0 Miami in the third.
Since I came to know you, baby, I've been telling you how sweet you are. I've been telling you how good you are.
We'll always brew our beer to have more taste and be less filling. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
La Quinta presents how to win at business. Step 1, point decisively with the arm of your glasses. Abracadabra, the stage is yours. Step 2, choose La Quinta, the only hotel where you can redeem loyalty points for a free night instantly and win at business.
When disaster strikes, when duty calls, and when others are in need, they go first. Now it's time to put them first. Ford thanks those who go further for all of us.
First responders, all military personnel, veterans, and retirees now get $500 appreciation cash on top of all current offers. All from Ford, America's best-selling brand. Visit FordSalutesThoseWhoServe.com to learn more.
Thursday, the Cubs welcome their next opponent to Wrigley Field as they open the series versus one of the best teams in the National League, the Colorado Rockies. Can the Cubs even out the season series at 2 games apiece? Coverage starts at 6:30 on CSN Plus or stream live on the NBC Sports app.
Tomorrow night, Cubs Marlins, first pitch 7:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a 1908 Chicago Cubs replica throwback jersey presented by Benjamin Moore. Tickets are still available for this matchup. Visit Cubs.com.
One to nothing Miami. Here's John Jay. One strike on him. Hook to right and caught by Stanton. Here comes Bryant, who singled into left center his first time up. Some more Cubs minor league notes. Double-A Tennessee split a doubleheader against Birmingham today. They won the opener, lost game 2. They had 7 players named to the Southern League All-Star game, which will be in Pensacola on Tuesday, June 20th. Pitcher Trevor Clifton, catcher Ian Rice, third baseman Jason Vossler has hit a bunch of home runs this year. Charcer Burks, the outfielder we saw a lot in spring training. Dowry Torres, a pitcher. Second baseman David Bodie, and pitcher Jen Ho Singh. Congrats to all.
How about number 3 being called a ball?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, yeah, there's a number of these not even borderline.
The 2-2 pitch bounces. And now a full count.
Don Mattingly, second year managing the Marlins after a successful 5-year run with the Dodgers. He was the MVP of the American League in 1985. A great career with the Yankees. Cut short due to some back issues.
Great glove. He won 9 Gold Gloves as Bryant walks.
Yeah, so, you know, back in the day, right, they used to have the debates in New York about center field with Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle and Duke Snider. And then in his era, it was he and Keith Hernandez with the Mets and the Yankees. Both sides claiming that their guy was the superior player.
Career .307 hitter, so yeah, he could do it all.
A lot of doubles.
The most Hall of Fame votes he got, 2001, 28.2%. So I guess you would say Don Mattingly is part of a very impressive group of guys who are just shy of the Hall.
Yeah, an outstanding player, probably not deserving of Hall of Fame status.
Where is the Hall of the really good?
Yeah,
because we talk about it a lot. Oh, what a snag by Moore. Throw to second. Safe. Bryant just got in. Mattingly is going to want a few seconds here to possibly get another look. But that's a big play by Moore to keep that ball out of right. I think Chris Bryant might score on that.
And the key there, he holds his ground. He doesn't stray too far off the base as Bryant takes the secondary, so he's right there to handle that smash by Rizzo.
They will not challenge the tag at second, so Bryant is there with 2 outs. And the batter is Contreras. You know, they could have a Hall of Very Good. I mean, you still have the NIT tournament, right? Well, that gets through, and Bryant will jog to third.
Probably not all that significant unless he throws another one. This is a spiked changeup. Muto not able to square up and knock it down. Wild pitch obviously goes on the pitcher's record, but in many respects it's a catcher's statistic as well. If he blocks it properly, there's no advance, obviously. You know, Mattingly in his prime too. I mean, he was posting Hall of Fame numbers. He was done at the age of 34.
Bounce to third, fair ball. And the inning is over as Colon throws out Contreras. Cubs strand 1, trail 1-zip at the end of 3.
Award-winning interface. Award-winning design. Award-winning engine. The Volvo XC90. The most awarded luxury SUV of the century. Visit your Volvo dealer to take advantage of our midsummer sales event offer.
20 more years of this job? Yikes. My kids say, go for it, Mom. Be that woman who does what she loves, knows what she wants. Yay, Mom's gonna go for it. Except I don't have a clue where to start.
Hey, we hear you. That's why AARP has resources to help you navigate the job market. We'll connect you with employers that value your experience and provide tips and tools to find work you love.
If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities. Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Chicago, think you know your favorite sports teams? Join Luke and Kelly for a taping of Beer Money tomorrow at Mullins Bar and Grill in Harwood Heights at 5. Test your sports trivia knowledge and you could win big. Beer Money, presented by Coors Light.
Hey, Cubs fans, tee it up at Whistling Straits, site of the 2020 Ryder Cup. 4 of Golf Digest's top 100 public courses are all located in Kohler, Wisconsin, 2 hours from Chicago. Learn more at whistlingstraits.com/Cubs. Marcelo Zuna walked in the first inning. Leads off the Marlins' 4th and a foul strike.
Generates some bat speed, doesn't he?
Yes.
It reminds me a little bit of Gary Sheffield.
That was an awkward swing. 0-2. The Cubs made a roster move again today. Wade Davis is back off the paternity list. And Dylan Floro, who was here for just a day, was sent back to AAA Iowa. Into center field and caught by Almora. Congrats to Wade and his wife Caitlin, as their son Ty was born yesterday. So adding to their family, their second child.
Dylan continues to rack up the frequent flyer miles.
Real Muto legged out a fielder's choice in the first inning and picked up an RBI as a result.
Nobody has reached since for the Fish. Well, they didn't do much hitting last night. Just one so far here tonight. This is a team that hits for high average.
It's a little low. 2-1. A good look from back of the plate. Charged by Russell. JT Riddle's first major league hit. Watch this. The pitch hit the dirt. Check swing. Ball stayed fair.
Wow. No doubt that his dad.
Pretty cool.
That's a tough scouting report to turn in. How do you pitch him? I don't know. Just don't bounce it. He's good on the bounce.
That's what they said about Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah. He'd be a good batsman in cricket.
That one is outside. His second big league hit was a game-ending home run. Slightly more dramatic. Two balls and a strike on him. He's in because Danny Echeverria is on the DL. Colon in there at third tonight. Martin Prado is on the DL. Miguel Rojas is kind of their super utility guy. He's on the DL. And now Justin Bohr, their slugging first baseman, is out on the DL as well.
It's
a lot to
Bohr
miss.
on today, yeah, and Bohr having an outstanding year.
Prado, former Cub farmhand, has 16 home runs. Toward the hole, it'll be cut off by Baez, and Arrieta covering. That'll go 4-1. And Jake now with 3 consecutive 1, 2, 3 frames. Still 1-0 for the visitors in the fourth.
We, the device-loving people, want more than just unlimited data. We want unlimited entertainment, so we can stream unlimited action, punch unlimited robots, watch unlimited romance, if you're into that. But we also want more, like unlimited HBO.
Can I stop dying now, Mark?
No can do, mi amigo. It's unlimited. Besides, you're really good at it, James.
Don't settle for any unlimited data plan. Only the AT&T Unlimited Plus plan comes with HBO included at no extra charge.
You're a brave man, Mr. Stevens. Your testimony will save lives. Mr. Stevens, this is your new name. This is your new house and a perfectly inconspicuous SUV. You must become invisible.
I'll take my chances.
Dental professionals recommend using an electric toothbrush. For an exceptionally fresh feeling, choose Philips Sonicare Diamond Clean. Hear the difference versus Oral-B? In a recently published clinical study, Philips Sonicare Diamond Clean outperforms Oral-B 7000, removing up to 82% more plaque and improving gum health up to 70% more. It's sonic technology cleaning deep between teeth. From the most recommended sonic toothbrush brand by dental professionals. Switch to Philips Sonicare today. Philips Sonicare. Save when you buy now.
Closed captioning of Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing.
A little seepage in your basement is no need to panic. Count on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing to diagnose and repair the problem.
For a free consultation, visit uswaterproofing.com. A better basement starts with us.
This Thursday, June 8th, the Cubs welcome in the Rockies at 7:05. Up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans get a World Series MVP bobblehead presented by Olivet Nazarene University. Tickets are still available for this matchup. Visit Cubs.com. Jason Hayward leadoff single in the second inning. 1 for 4 in the set. His teammates talking to reporters this week about his leadership and his steady nature. We all know about the weight room meeting during the rain delay in Game 7 of the World Series as he pops out to Cologne. I know it couldn't be easy last year going through his offensive struggles, but he didn't really seem to wear it, and that was noticed.
Well, yeah, he was able to, still come to the ballpark and put in a solid effort and work hard and continue to try to get better in what in many ways was a lost season for him. Offensively, he was still tremendous out in right field.
Yeah, won another Gold Glove. And Joe mentioned this too, and I guess I would ask you, in your playing experience, can you be more vocal if you're having more production personally? And I guess maybe year 2 would be part of it for Jason, a little more comfortable in his environment. No David Ross, maybe taking a little more of a leadership role.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's just his nature. I think so some people are just they're alpha dogs, and they lead by example, and sometimes they have some things they want to say too. But I think the fact that Jason had that meeting in the World Series last year, despite having the miserable year, is really what got everybody's attention. Because most guys are going to curl up in the fetal position, right? And they're not going to be calling team meetings.
It's like, I got enough to figure out on my own.
Yeah. Or who am I, having this rotten year to call everybody together and say, let's make a stand. But that's again, that speaks to his confidence.
Swing and a miss. Almora is out. Scooter Gennett just hit his 3rd home run. He's 4 for 4 with 8 driven in.
And one of those are grand slams.
So the Reds just pounding the Cardinals tonight, 11-1 in the 7th. Tell you, the Cardinals were a couple of wins away from being in first place over the weekend. They're only a game out of last.
It's a crazy division.
And the Pirates are leading tonight, so they could be in 5th place by the end of the night. Only a half a game ahead of the Reds, who have that big lead. We're going to keep showing those floppy hats all night till JD gets one. Return in the pitch, and Baez strikes out instead of arguing. He probably should have run to first.
I think he's trying to make a case that he got a piece of that ball.
And Joe is chatting with Paul Emmel on an appeal that apparently didn't happen. Let's see. Can't tell there.
Sounded like something, didn't it?
It sure did.
I believe he ticked it.
So that's it for the Cubs. In the 4th inning, they trail 1-0.
When did paying for airfare become so unfair? At Southwest, we believe in transparency. Transparency means we don't dream up ways we can trick you into paying more. It's why we still let 2 bags fly free and don't have change fees. So our low fares stay low. Just the way you like it.
This is Jason Kipnis, second baseman for the Cleveland Indians. His nickname is Dirtbag because getting dirty never holds him back. When Kip's not playing baseball, he's reading about baseball. When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball. When he's not listening to baseball, he's watching baseball.
Ooh, you better get dirty, get down.
And when he's not watching baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind.
Freedom is never far away. Take one drive in the most awarded and best-selling SUV brand and discover that the world is your backyard. Hurry in for great deals now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. Now get $4,000 total cash allowance or 0% financing for 60 months on the 2017 Jeep Cherokee.
Subscribe to the Cubs Talk podcast on iTunes or the Google Play Store today.
You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, on CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. And a big welcome to all our viewers watching on Interstate Communications in Warren and Madison County, Iowa. Great to have you with us tonight. Tyler Moore will foul. Arrieta has allowed 1 hit and trails this game 1-0. A tough night for Dan Straley of the Marlins last night. That liner is snagged by Baez. He went 7 innings. Gave up a couple of home runs, but other than that was really good, and he took the loss.
Yeah, once he got that changeup going, he was really tough. Straley, a 14-game winner for the Reds last year, has seemingly come out of nowhere, but he's well traveled, and Marlins got a pretty dependable starter on their hands. He was a waiver claim.
It is a delicate conversation because really the baseball stuff shouldn't and doesn't matter, but this organization just completely devastated by the death of Jose Fernandez in a boating accident last September. Just full of life, one of the big stars of the game, and again, it's kind of weird to even talk about baseball. Edinson Volquez.
The point you're making, though, there is a huge impact on the baseball side of it as well, obviously.
Volquez honored Fernandez and Rodano Ventura with his no-hitter the other day. From a Kansas City Royal teammate. 2-2. And Fernandez was the face of the franchise. Curveball called strike 3.
This Sunday, June 11th, Cubs take on the Rockies. First pitch at 1:20, and up to the first 5,000 early arriving kids 13 and younger will receive a youth championship wall flag presented by MasterCard. Following the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger will get the opportunity to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com. Rumor has it it's going to be pretty hot. 90-ish over the weekend.
Yeah. Locke batting here in the 5th. This franchise in the process of being sold. Jeffrey Loria bought the club in 2002 after selling the Montreal Expos to Major League Baseball, and based on some of the reports, he is poised to make a huge pile of money. They bought the club for $158.5 million, and well, I'm reading reports of possibly $1.5 billion. It's
pretty good return on investment.
Two balls, two strikes.
Pretty good hack there. Arrieta at his best is striking out a bunch of people and getting a lot of outs on the ground. Not having a huge strikeout night. He's fan 4, but a lot of ground ball outs.
Called strike 3. He is mowing him down. Needs a little help though from the bats. Bottom 5. Still 1-0.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
We're all fueled by something. That something starts here. Valero top-tier certified quality fuel keeps your engine running cleaner, better, and longer.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'ma let you know we belong together. We belong together.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. That's why State Farm protects them together to help life go right. Combine and save. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Hey, this is David Kaplan here with an unlimited baseball break brought to you by T-Mobile. Coming up later tonight on In the Loop Prime, we'll have part 3 of our Field of Dreams Come True feature. 9-year-old Colt Kyler and his family make it through Wrigley, where they get the VIP treatment, and Colt gives the grounds crew a hand. Comes your way after the post-game show. We go back to Len and JD at the confines. Glad to see you boys saw Holly in his great outfit tonight.
Yeah, he looks good. He kind of reminds me of you, Cap. You taught him well. Hey, Cub fans, join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list today to claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and free to register. For details, Cubs.com/waiting list. Foul strike on Jake Arrieta. A good groove on the mound, but trailing 1-0.
Oh, yeah, take matters into your own hands. He's certainly capable. Silver Slugger winner last year. Hawk has been willing to shoot that fastball up and in on the right-handed hitters. That'll open up some avenues down and away with the changeup.
Yelich stays with it, makes the catch. All right, I got a tweet. Can we get a couple a year? This one from Kyle. Wants to explain on the scoreboard here at Wrigley, the iconic scoreboard in center, the numbers of the pitchers on the out-of-town scores. Now, if you look at Miami Cubs on the left, so let's go over there. So 31 is Locke, 49 is Arrieta. But you look at everybody else, that number does not correspond to the uniform number, okay? It corresponds to the number in the program, which I believe you have.
Yeah.
Right, so go to St. Louis.
Yeah. St. Louis.
13 and 4.
Adam Wainwright
to center. And the wind's going to knock it down as Yelich makes the catch.
Yeah, they're listed in the program here in the scorecard that you get at the ballpark alphabetically. Each pitcher is listed 1 through, most clubs are carrying 13 pitchers these days, so 1 through 13. Adam Wainwright is 13th alphabetically on the Cardinals, so he would show up on your scorecard as number 13. Who's number 4 for the Reds? Bryce.
So he must be in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you come to the ballpark, that's the corresponding number. It is in that scorecard.
Oh, it's 4 for St. Louis. Yeah, that would be John Gant.
Okay.
So Gant relieved Wainwright. And Adelman is still in the ballgame for Cincinnati.
I love the little code. I love that it's just it makes you go look at something else, and it's very cool. And the other part of it is on a night like this, if you add up the number of scores under National and American, you can't pull them all up there. We've got 30 teams in the major leagues, so that's 15 games with a full schedule, and you can put what, 6 on each side.
I wonder how they determine who gets eliminated. I guess the West Coast games would be, if you had too many, you would keep them off. Is it?
You just have to kind of figure out which ones not to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the Nationals and Dodgers a little later.
There's another game you could play at the ballpark. Who's not listed?
The Cubs are listed as Cubs. The White Sox on the American League board listed as Chicago.